Hello everyone, if you're new to the Pinely channel, there's only really one thing you gotta know about me. I love NFTs. I can't get enough of them, I think they're so beautiful. Just kidding. There is truthfully one thing I like about them, and that is now, with the gap from them being popular, they kinda look at all these sort of bygone, all the projects that popped up that everyone was like really convinced like, hey, this is gonna be the best thing in the world. Everyone was like, this is gonna be great. We're gonna do an NFT of everything. So maybe I'll do a series where I go through a bunch of those. But the story we're talking about today is the NFT restaurant. Oh my god, can you even imagine such a paradise? You go and you're about to take a bite of your pizza and you're like, and then it's like, whoa, it's a bunch of ones and zeros floating away. So look, this was like a big deal. Look at how many people are waiting outside to go to an NFT restaurant. So in April in 2021, a great piece of art was born into existence. The Bored Ape Yacht Club. I mean, you've seen them. Just these apes. Oh, look, it's the same picture. It's pretty much the same drawing, but this one has a hat. This one has a different hat. Sick. In total, it was a collection of 10,000 NFTs, and if you bought one of them, you were part of this club. And when you bought the ape, you also got to own the full commercial rights to it. You could do anything with that ape. You could do anything with that ape. So one person that bought them was this guy, Andy Nguyen. And Andy right here, I mean, he was like part of this group with a bunch of other NFT people and restaurant people. And they created the Food Fighters universe. And remember that this name is gonna pop up later on, which was dubbed as an NFT-backed restaurant group driven to save the restaurant industry. This story takes place at around 2022, so this was like, you know, a bit like post like lockdown and stuff, you know? So this was their roadmap. This was, I guess, their plan for global domination. So they started off with this, Bored and Hungry. That's the restaurants that we're talking about. Then they would mint these NFTs, I think that's what they're meaning, these little guys. And then from one restaurant, I guess you move to restaurants. Then you move to food festivals. Secret dinners, which feels like a step down. You go from having a whole festival to like just a dinner that no one knows about. Merch, airdrops, and then exclusive access to what? I don't know. And then to global restaurants and experiences. So yeah, that's the NFTs they made. That's nice. There's one of oat milk. Why is he so embarrassed? Why is he so shy? If you got any of the Food Fighters Universe NFTs, you could get a free meal at their restaurants as part of the Food Fighters restaurants. You could get one free meal a month. And if you owned a Bored Ape, should you be so lucky, you could get a free combo or a burger. So now we're in April 2022, and the Bored and Hungry restaurant has been opened to roaring success. That's not a joke. I said roaring in a bit of a sarcastic tone. No, it like 1,500 customers on day one. And look at this. I mean, look at this guy. Yuck. Evil Pinely assignment number one. I want you to start noticing something. Look at this ape here, and look at these ones. Look at these ones. Try to see if you see a lot of them coming back. So yeah, here we are. We're now in the restaurant. You walked in, here you are, and the restaurant had a bunch of apes. Oh, that's interesting. That seems to be the same one we saw at the top of the restaurant. And then we have this one over here that was also at the restaurant twice on the outside bit. Then we have this one that's like, he's like a fast food worker because it's a fast food restaurant. And in general, they went for this sort of cartoon aesthetic. They have this background here. I like the ape tricks. Because it's a different drawing, you know, it's not the same thing they keep doing where it's like the same picture and then they just change a little, they change the t-shirt. And yeah, they keep using the same look. This guy is here and then he's also over here. This guy is here and he's also over here. Why do they keep, are there not more apes? In general, I think this is I guess the layout looks pretty cheap. I don't mind the cartoon aesthetic. It's also like, you got a picture of like an arcade machine. You know, it would have been nice to have an actual one. A better like example of a cartoon aesthetic would be like, I really like Moe's Tavern in Universal Studios. I like how they did that. But this was originally a pop-up. It turned into a restaurant later on. We'll talk about why. But yeah, I mean, It looks so like barren. I guess it could have been a lot better. It would have been a lot nicer if they had a nice Lotus sofa to sit on. Like the one I got from the sponsor, FlexiSpot. This is crazy. I got a sofa. This is real. This is a true story. My existing sofa in my living room was very, very uncomfortable. And I wanted to add some comfort, some style to my life. And within the same week of me having that thought, I got sent the Lotus sofa from FlexiSpot. This is like the biggest thing I've ever gotten from a sponsor. After it arrived, I took the stuff out of the box, went ahead, put it all together. Usually, I find like that process to be very annoying, but this was super, super easy to set up. Second I laid on that sofa, oh my god, I was in heaven. It is so unbelievably comfortable. I laid back, I kicked back, and then I could finally watch some of my favorite TV shows. I could check out Infinity Train. It has a little like secret storage compartment on the side, and I was gonna make like a joke about stuff you could keep there, but in reality, it's just a really good place to put like your remotes or like a controller or something. You could swivel on that chair, look at me go swiveling around. It has premium fabric and filling. It's so comfortable, and it comes in a whole bunch of different colors. The Lotus sofa even comes with a 3-year warranty and free return after 60 days, although I don't really think you would want to do that. FlexiSpot has a lot of great furniture. You might have seen their standing desks, and lucky for you, they've got great Black Friday deals coming up. So get ready to get comfy. Click on that link in the description to get your own beautiful swivelly chair. Thank you so much, FlexiSpot, for sponsoring this video and sending me that comfortable sofa. I love it. It's great. All right, let's look at the menu here a little bit. You got the board OG burger, and here we have this guy again. You got the board OG burger, we have the board onion burger, and then the board OG burger combo. So they have 2 items. And fries, they have 3. But you know what, I mean, if the items are good, I'm not against like a restaurant having a small menu. Having a menu that only has like 3 items is better than those restaurants with a menu as big as the Bible, if the items are good. And you can buy a t-shirt, which is amazing. And look, he's here again, it's the same one. Oh, and he's here too. I'm like, yeah, like this is the mascot. The most like basic one. Like there's like nothing discernible. Nothing stands out about him. And one of the great features here that they were like really advertising is that you could pay with like, you know, normal US dollars or with your beautiful cryptocurrency. Oh, your great cryptocurrency. You can finally use your Bitcoin on something. Just kidding. It was only ApeCoin or Ethereum. That's you can use ApeCoin for this shit. First restaurant to accept Ethereum and ApeCoin. We did it. Remember that. Remember that tweet when we go later in this story. And here again, it's the same 4 apes. Why? So yeah, because they're like very strict about like, you know, you could only use the apes you bought for. They're like, NFTs are real and they make sense. So we're only gonna be using the apes that we bought. So that's why they only use the same one 1,000 times. The main one, this lame ass one that they use for their logo cost $267,000. And the other ones that we saw earlier, they cost between $65,000 to $75,000 each. I think that the only reason to use this one, even though it's the most boring one, is because it's the most expensive one, not because it looks the coolest, you know? They like put it in a gold frame. Just like imagine if any other fast food chain had like a mascot whose thing was like, I don't even care that you're coming here. Look at his face, he doesn't give a fuck.
This is the first NFT business, period.
They're the first people to figure out some sort of usefulness to NFTs.
Board Hunger is only supposed to be here for 90 days as a pop-up.
So yeah, like I said, it was only supposed to be a 90-day thing, but it was so successful, especially at the start.
But it became such big headlines and everyone kept talking about it, and it really changed the game that we had to make it a permanent space.
Yeah, it became a full thing. And oh wait, now we're getting a tour of the monkeys.
I had to pick this ape because it's a service ape. It has fries and a burger in it, which is the theme of our restaurant. We have...
That's the... That's the theme? Fries and burger are the theme of your restaurant? That's not a theme, that's just the only items you have. You wouldn't say that like Rainforest Cafe's theme is fries and burger. I'm assuming they serve fries and burger as well.
This ape over here who has a striped shirt, the reason why we picked this one, because it looks similar to our main ape, which is the one that costs the most.
Yeah, this one is beautiful. Wouldn't it make more sense to use the burger one as like the logo? I mean, it ties to the main theme of the restaurant and all.
Our main ape here, we named him Henry the Hangry Ape.
At the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how much how much this NFT is worth nowadays.
Even before we opened, I was already getting inquiries to open more locations. Like the people in Dubai, Australia, Japan, Korea are reaching out.
And this is like, I mean, that if that doesn't encapsulate everything that has happened with NFTs. Before he even served any food, this is a restaurant. At the end of the day, the food is, I mean, supposed to be the main kind of thing going on here. So even before the restaurant was opened, people offered to open other chains in other places of the world just off of the fact that this has the word NFT attached to it. Just off of hype alone.
We started realizing what the community needs were. They really wanted to meet each other in person.
We needed a burger. That's the theme of the restaurant, a burger and fries.
And we knew that we had this amazing project coming up with food and NFTs.
I'm trying to think. I guess the thing that ties it to NFTs is the decorations. And then the fact that you can use ape coins. So I guess that has a tie to NFTs, but it's mainly just the decorations.
We're all gonna make it. And there's so many people that really embody that, where they really want to work together, and it's just been amazing.
Everyone wants to work together to make it with NFTs. We'll talk about how much Henry is worth nowadays in a bit. Give me a sec. You remember when Snoop Dogg was doing all the NFT shit? This is the lowest quality image of all time. But look, he also got himself a bored and hungry thing.
What up, though? It's your boy Big Snoop Dogg, aka Dr. Bombay, and I got some alpha for you.
Like Dr. Bombay, isn't he called Snoop Lion? Isn't that the other name of his that I'm not entirely sure I remember? No, Dr. Bombay is Snoop Dogg's NFT. It was like a cheetah thing. I think there's some sort of a cheetah pattern.
Yo, that's right, y'all. I'm part of the Food Fighters. Yeah, the universe, the whole universe. So be on the lookout for something real slick and quick from Big Snoop Dogg, Dr. Bombay, and the Food Fighters. You heard it first. Now go tell that.
So yeah, I zoned out a little here. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, yeah, he's Food Fighters. You remember the thing from earlier? He's like, we're gonna open all these chains. It's Snoop Dogg, aka Dr. Bombay. So yeah, it did well at first. They had different pop-ups in other locations. Apparently Good Morning America said that the burgers themselves are good. It popped up in Singapore, and all seemed to be going amazing, but then NFTs crashed. I'm surprised Maya didn't do a slide that says, but, ... You know what happened? But yeah, NFTs crashed. It was a bubble, and they're a product that has no inherent value in and of itself. And it went from this to over here. And then there was an LA Times article about the restaurant talking about how now, at the point of writing that article, they do not accept any blockchain sort of payment whatsoever. Not an ape coin, no Ethereum. An employee who declined to give their name said that the store wasn't accepting crypto payments. Not today, I don't know. They said declining to clarify how long ago the store stopped accepting crypto or whether that option would eventually return. So now the only NFT thing about the restaurant was just that they just printed a picture of an ape. And then, after 2 years of existing, to the anniversary, on April 8th, 2024, it was announced that Bored and Hungry, the main restaurant, the original one, will be closing its doors. So here we go, we have this tweet from Andy. Happy 2-year anniversary, Bored and Hungry. Today, we say goodbye to the original location in Long Beach, California. We also want to congratulate our partners from Asia, Hungry DAO, a branding and franchising company who has acquired the brand from us. So this is another way of saying Andy's restaurant doesn't exist anymore. He just sold the rights to a company that's going to franchise it in locations in Asia. So yeah, Andy's place has shut down, but apparently, yeah, there's now locations in Seoul and the Philippines.
Check this out.
Okay.
Aw, don't use JVB music to promote an NFT restaurant. Don't use Joey and Bray music for this. So here we go. They have more items now. Their theme is now also Cajun. Their theme is NFTs. Their theme is not burger and fries. But this restaurant's theme is also now bored fingers. It's now also onion rings. It's now also Cajun corn ribs. But it seems like this guy still lives on. So I'm gonna go over how much he's sort of worth now. It is tough to say on some level because, as you can see, he's now owned by this franchising company. So we're just gonna go by the last offer that was made on this ape. The last highest offer. So if you go to OpenSea, last sale, it says 90 Ethereum, which is what we know, around that price, 270 something. So 90 originally. Here, the top offer, the most that anyone's willing to pay for this is $18,000. A huge drop. This is insane. They still technically own it, so maybe one day, someone will figure out what NFTs are useful for, and this will go way up. But I don't think so. So yeah, seems like Bored and Hungry lives on. Cool. All right, the end. You can go home now. Let me know if you want me to do more. It's an interesting series, you know, you have this like closed off era of time where these projects were just popping up left and right and everyone was like, we gotta go eat at this place because it has NFTs. We gotta go see a movie because the movie made NFTs. I did a video about that. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in more. Thank you guys for watching this video and please subscribe to make me into an excited man. That's my competitor to Bored Ape. A man with a passion for life.